Office of Indigent Defense Services. What I appreciate most about Margaret Gressens is that she truly, deeply, sincerely cares about making sure that poor people who are facing a loss of liberty have good quality lawyers and excellent representation. Her legacy here at IDS is tremendous. She left us with the Systems Evaluation Program and a rich body of research and methodology. And I think, Margaret, you'd be really excited to see how we're using your work and building on it to move forward to build a system of providing indigent defense here in North Carolina that you would be proud of. So we miss you, and I hope that you are enjoying your well-deserved time in retirement. Bye-bye.
Hi, Margaret. I just wanted to say congratulations on this well-deserved honor. I am so happy for you that you are getting this. Thank you so much for all of your contributions to indigent defense in North Carolina, and you should be super proud of yourself. Thank you.
Hey, Margaret. This is Tom. I've been thinking some about recording this video, and I thought if I was young and I was creative, I would do this in the form of TikTok. But I'm not young, I'm not creative, and I can't dance. So I'm just going to talk to you. I want to take this opportunity to really thank you, both for your individual work towards public defense, but also your work in educating and inspiring so many non-researchers to understand the value of research. To be honest, when I was first approached about being the director of IDS, my thought was, who could possibly want this job? It sounded terrible. It sounded like it was primarily going to the legislature, being told we wouldn't get money, and then kind of enforcing rules, regulations, and procedures on lawyers who were out there doing the actual work. Luckily for me, I did some research myself, and I looked into what IDS was doing, and there was so much more going on. IDS really was committed to not just kind of handling the money appropriately, but to building a true public defense community and improving the quality of work so that the quality of our clients' lives would be improved. And a significant part of that was that IDS was committed to research and had a skilled and committed research director, and that was you. And looking into what IDS was doing, and primarily what you were doing, I became excited about what IDS could do and be part of that. And so you were a significant reason I even applied for the job. Now, I have to admit that I understood research at some basic level, and I came with some appreciation for research, but I was a trial lawyer. And like many trial lawyers, I believed I knew the system because I'd been part of the system. I knew what worked and didn't work, and I didn't need to be told how to improve public defense or criminal defense at all. Many trial lawyers suffer from that. Public defenders know that they're the best. Private assigned counsel know that they're the best. And of course, the longer you practice, the more deeply you know the system. And it takes some doing to get trial lawyers to back away from that. And I mean, I know you know that, but so one of the things that I really appreciated about you and your work was your willingness to take time talking to me and others to explain the research, explain the data, explain what you were doing, and explain the results you were finding and what they meant. Now, I will be honest, I'm still a trial lawyer. That's probably still true that I think I know the system because I work in the system, but I do think I have a much greater appreciation for research. One of the things I had great appreciation for is you. You had an incredible focus and commitment to improving the system despite pushback from lawyers, public defenders, private lawyers, and others. You were willing to do the work. You insisted that if we looked at the data, we'd learn from it, and when you looked at the data and you analyzed it, we always did learn from it. And your focus was on improving quality of representation and thereby improving the lives of our clients. And you were willing to work with a bunch of lawyers who did not always appreciate being told that they didn't know everything. And then you would very patiently show what it meant to actually look at the system, look at the data from a system-wide basis, and to thoughtfully think about the factors that made a difference and how those could be leveraged to improve the quality of public defense. For that, I truly appreciate the years you put in public defense. Now, I hope you get to enjoy retirement. I'm sure you'll get to have some travels and fun and step away from all this. I also hope that you might be able to find some time occasionally to do some consulting work and to help public defense continue to grow and continue to improve. So thank you for everything you've done.
Hey Margaret, congratulations on your well-deserved award. What I remember the most about working with you, and what I enjoyed the most, was your relentlessness in trying to figure out how to take criminal justice processes and turn it into usable data to improve the quality of representation for poor people. Thank you for your work.
Margaret contributed a ton to indigent defense research through her work at the North Carolina Systems Evaluation Project. In particular, the thing that I think of is the work that she and her team did on the key performance indicators for public defenders working on public defense cases. It was the first of its kind. It's happened almost 20 years ago, I think, at this point. And it was incredibly comprehensive despite being the first go. And despite it, being the first attempt, the influence of it is still very clear in all of the quality indicator projects that seem to be happening across localities and also at the national level. And I don't think the attorney quality indicators subfield would be anywhere near where it is now if not for the work that Margaret and her team did. And I think it's an absolutely essential part of indigent defense research. And I think it's even now still understudied, despite it being something that Margaret kickstarted, 15 to 20 years ago. On a more personal basis, I came into public defense about 5 years ago from an unrelated field and an academic background, and so I had essentially no knowledge of the public defense research or how public defense works in general even. And so I spent a lot of the first couple months on my job reaching out to people, looking for resources, and Margaret was one of those people that I reached out to because I found her work on these performance indicators, and she was just incredibly helpful. She gave me a ton of resources, but she also spent a significant amount of time talking with me on the phone, talking with me about the specifics of the situation that I was in terms of the data that we had available and how we could make things work. She was just incredibly generous with her time to someone that had essentially never even worked in the field before, much less someone that she even knew. So thank you very much, Margaret. The field owes you a lot.
Hi Margaret, Andy Davis here. I am so excited that you're getting this award for two reasons really. First of all, you're a person who I think I owe a lot of my career to. You're somebody who I talked to very early on about working with data and indigent defense. You're somebody who invited me to meetings, who opened doors. I wouldn't be where I am without you and the opportunities that you provided, so thank you personally. I also want to thank you for being an example, because I think you are one of the first people to really seriously work with data at the state level on indigent defense and to tackle the problems that we now all understand are common about data not being very good or not being available or not exactly referring to what you wanted to refer to. And you just spent years working through these issues and trying to do the best that you could with what you had, and also building on top of what you had to make it better. And the rest of us who came after you had to live up to that. And if you hadn't been there as an example, I just think the whole field would be weaker and shallower. So thank you so much for everything that you've done for all of us.
Hi, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Eric Stilling, the Information and Technology Management Officer for the Louisiana Public Defender Board. And when I started here in 2008, basically building our system from the ground up, the chairman of the board pulled me aside and he said, Eric, I'm going to give you one goal. Go to North Carolina, figure out what Margaret Gressens is doing there, and build me that. Well, it's been over 14 years and we're not quite there yet, but we're still working on it. And I hope that's a reflection of Margaret's really high standards and not my poor performance. But nonetheless, Margaret, you've been inspiring and amazing, and we all thank you for setting the bar so high. I wish you the best in the years to come and hope to see you soon.
Hi, Margaret. I just wanted to say congratulations on your retirement. And to say thank you so much for helping me out as I started in the indigent defense community. The North Carolina Systems Evaluation Project, the National Systems Evaluation Project, is the reason that I got into this field. And I feel so lucky and thankful to have found this community, and you're a large reason that happened. I also learned so much from you about indigent defense, studying indigent defense, the legal system, and everything. Coming in, you were the most amazing resource, and I just want to say thank you for all that you did for me and for the community in general. I know so many people feel this way about you, and we are so lucky that we got to work with you while you were at the North Carolina Indigent Defense Commission. So thank you, and I think I said the name wrong, but I hope you have a wonderful retirement. Bye.
Hi, my name is Christopher Sadler, and I am the Research Director here at North Carolina's Office of Indigent Defense Services. I came aboard after Margaret retired, and I'm fortunate to have entered a system with such robust data. As we know, data is vital to our ability to conduct research that informs public policy. And because of Margaret's efforts, North Carolina's Office of Indigent Defense Services is well positioned to shape a system that benefits indigent clients. So I just want to say congratulations on the award, Margaret, and I wish you all the best.
Come on in. Thank you, Margaret.
Thank you, Margaret.